And we're live.
All right. Do 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 do.
We good?
Yep.
All right, we got 3, 2, 1. What's going on, YouTube? This is fuck it. 3, 2, 1. What's going on, YouTube? I'm Sebastian Torres.
I'm Ryan Archuleta.
And this is Modern Finance. Money now, money forever.
All right. So we are coming with you for some money saving techniques for COVID. And all right, we're gonna start there. All right.
So on today's episode 1. Fuck. 3, 2, 1. What's up, YouTube? I'm Sebastian Torres.
I'm Ryan Archuleta.
And this is Modern Finance. Money now, money forever.
All right, we're coming with you for some money-saving techniques that you can use during COVID. We've lined up 5 techniques that would really help you just kind of put together a little bit of pocket change, maybe a little bit of spending money, so you can go buy some beer or whatever you want to do. I don't know. So
Just be a little more financially stable.
be financially stable. That's
Right.
what we're talking about, modern finance. So
What's up, YouTube? I'm Sebastian Torres.
I'm Ryan Archuleta.
And this is Modern Finance. Money now, money forever.
All right, so we're coming with you for some money-saving techniques. We got 5 techniques lined up to put some more money in your pocket during COVID, because I know these are tough times. This will help you, invest in your future. Maybe put away a savings account so you can, get a better car, or maybe just buy some beer. I don't know, whatever you want, man. It's up to you, right? Yeah.
I mean, beer's on the list, so we'll get to that one in a second. But
Yeah.
what's the first saving technique we got today, Ryan?
So step 1 is put $20 away every paycheck or every week if you can. What this does is that'll give you about $80 a month, and if you're not disciplined enough to not use the cash, a little technique I used to do when I was broke was I used to go to the car wash and I'd put that 20 in and I'd take $20 in quarters and put it in my little tub. And once you keep stacking it, it gets so heavy you don't want to spend it.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you got a lot of money in there.
And I think that's a great tip because it keeps you personally accountable. Whether you have to go to the bank or not because you have direct deposit, actually doing the act of stepping inside that bank, stepping inside your financial institution, pulling out $20 in quarters or $20 in small bills, keeps you financially accountable for it, right? It's one small step on the journey of saving money in the long run. And if you consider $20 every paycheck, bi-weekly paycheck, and we're 5 months into COVID quarantine,
Yeah.
right? So what, 10 paychecks, $20 a paycheck? It only seems like $200. That's $200 to put towards anything you want, right?
Yep.
And I think that goes a long way after a while. It adds up quick,
Yep.
right?
All right, so we're gonna give you more tips on how not to spend that $200 that you just saved.
So tip number 2 for financial saving techniques, we have separate your wants versus needs. And I think it's actually pretty important to maybe, as redundant as it can come off, classify a want versus a need, right?
These are our definitions.
We'll kind of
Fuck Webster.
we'll have some differences here, but obviously a need is anything you need to survive, right? You need food, water, a roof over your head, and it's 2020, so obviously a good Wi-Fi connection and probably a laptop and a cell phone. I think those are necessities now. Wants would be what? Anything you don't need: fast food, booze.
Yeah. Fast food, booze, drinks at a bar. Okay, so here's the thing. Little things you can do to save money if you are going to do those things. Like, say you're going to go to a bar, which is not open right now, unless I think some in San Diego are. I don't know, whatever.
Only if you dine in or have food with it.
All right, I'm with some food later. So
Food and booze. It's got to be a combo deal.
I'm down. Let's do it. So if you're at a bar and you want to go to a bar, what you want to do is you want to pregame. Every college student knows this. Every Archuleta knows this. You pregame before you go to the bar, and this way you don't have to buy so many drinks at the bar, saving you money, and you can still look cool because you could get drunk and then have one drink on you at all times.
Yeah. And I think pregame is just the way to go in general, right?
I pregame when I go to the gym. It's just the way it happens.
Other wants that I think we should really focus on is maybe trying to buy something used, right? We all want a lot of things, but right now, this is being shot. You want a used camera with used lighting systems, and it saved us a buttload of money to get this setup going, and hopefully it comes through on screen. But buy used versus new. Whether you're considering getting a new vehicle, a new camera, a new laptop, consider buying used. And sites like what? We have OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. As
Yep.
long as you stay away from the classifieds on Craigslist, you'll probably be all right.
Yeah.
You just had a problem with some of those classifieds, right?
Yeah, I had to fight off a maniacal clown. It was crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend classifieds. It just doesn't work right.
Yeah, I think they're removing those. Did they remove that officially yet?
Yeah.
All right. Tip number 3.
Well, actually, we're still on the wants and needs. So
Still
we
on
should
the
keep
wants and
going on
needs.
the wants
Oh,
and
okay.
needs. So fast food was the other one.
Okay.
The reason that's a want and not a need is because you can eat at home and save money. If you're going to fast food, it's not as cheap as it used to be. McDonald's, I'm spending $10 to $12 every time I go to McDonald's, and I know like I'm not totally on a budget. Like I could stay on the 99-cent menu, but I can make it cheaper. But even if you go cheap, it's still expensive. They raised the price of fries, and I'm not happy about that. They're like $3.50, fucking a medium. So
Yeah. The one fast food restaurant that is completely allowed, obviously we're from California, In-N-Out. Number one's like $6, man.
yeah,
You can't beat a double-double with some fries and a little lemonade.
and a drinky drink. It's perfect.
$6, $7. That's an appropriate meal. That won't break the bank.
Yeah. All right. Another want. Girls. I like girls. Sebastian likes
I like
girls.
girls.
We like girls. Okay. Problem is, too many people are too mature about girls. All right. So don't spend your money on these girls at these bars. Trust me. They got jobs now. We're in an equality society. They can do it themselves. If you need to talk to them, then talk to them. You don't need a drink for that. They can talk to you. And if they don't, they didn't like you anyway. So you're good. Either way, you win.
Bonus tip. If you need a drink to talk to a girl, you got to elevate your game a bit, okay? And there's
Yeah.
plenty of channels on this website here. You can find them. They'll guide you down the right path to success.
Yep, exactly. And so, and then after that, I mean, just be careful with girls and, buying brand new stuff. And now we'll go to the needs because I think needs are pretty important. I don't think we finished all the needs.
No, and I think that's a good thing to talk about because there's so many things I think we do need today
Yeah.
to actually live happy, healthy lives. And one thing that I think gets overlooked and hasn't been talked enough about during COVID-19, I know it's been brought up in small little bubbles on mainstream media, but mental health. I think your mental health is vitally important and you need to do things and take steps to keep that okay. Keep your head in the game, so to speak. And on that note, video games. Modern Warfare is free. You've got Fortnite that's free. Whatever you need to do to kind of keep your mental health. Don't obviously abuse your finances to take care of it, but stay in line. Do what you can and find what would you classify as a need in that realm, right?
Fortnite,
Fortnite?
the mouse,
Love?
and the laptop.
Quality time with a good woman?
I'd say around 35 is when you start needing that.
Oh, I got a few years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just keep on the video games until you get your shit set, or your stuff together.
Take care of your mental health. That is
Yeah.
a necessity, right? We talked food, water, shelter, mental health, buy used.
Yeah, man.
How about this? Comment down below what you think are different needs and wants that we didn't address in this, and we'll get back to you with how we can expand on it.
Yeah, and then one more thing was delay the impulse of buying brand new or buying anything. This is very important because a lot of us are impulsive. I know I am. I want to buy everything that's just right when I want it. Credit cards don't help. We should probably talk about credit cards. Anyway, delay it. Think about it. If you're going to buy it and you really think you want it automatically, give it a week. Give it 7 days. Then go back and see how you feel about it. Most of the time you'll realize you don't need it, right? I think. Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm not really good at that one, but
I mean, I do the same thing with women. I really like a girl. I give it 7 days, and then I figure out if it's something I want to move
delay
forward
the
with,
impulse
right?
for sure. Yeah. And then one other thing too is don't quit your job until you have another one.
Delay the impulse.
Yeah. And then don't quit your job until you have another one. That's important.
We have an interesting culture today, in my humble opinion, and I know plenty of people in my immediate family and friends who just up and quit their jobs with nothing lined up because they've got a terrible boss, they had a bad day, a disgruntled customer. Have a little self-control. I think that's maybe the bigger gist of the messaging today for financial saving tips and self-control. It almost goes hand in hand, right?
Yeah.
Don't quit your job until you have something lined up. It's a pretty competitive market right now with we have 15 million unemployed.
40.
40 million
I think.
unemployed?
Yeah.
I lost track, man.
Yeah.
That's why we're making this video.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because we're unemployed. No. But you know, like I'll just tell you a quick story. So my niece had a job at Amazon, quit the job because apparently, I guess these box fillers, they have to sit in like a standing cubicle, I guess. When the order comes in, they have a certain amount of time to run there and get back and package it and ship it out. The problem that she had was that you have to stand there without music and you can't talk to anybody even when there's nothing coming in. So she was miserable. She walked out on the job. She just said, fuck it, I quit. But like, she had no other job lined up, so now she's broke.
And unemployed.
Yeah, so when your value, whatever, even if you don't like your minimum wage, let's say you're making $10 an hour. Yeah, it sucks. You're not making enough money. I get it. Like, but look for another job. Go get another job. Don't quit that job until you have another one. Because right now your value is $10 an hour. Without that job, your value is $0 an hour. Now you're definitely not saving anything. You're not saving $20 a week. You're not ignoring girls at the bar like I told you to. You're not pre-gaming anymore. You got nothing.
You got nothing.
You got nothing. So that's a very big tip. I think you should all pay attention to, and we'll move on from there, I think.
You know, and I think there's something to be said about persevering, you know?
Yeah.
I've worked plenty of crappy jobs in my life. Like, don't get me wrong. Coworkers are what really makes or breaks, I think, a job or a good management team, but sometimes you aren't lucky enough to have that. But, you know, I think persevering through some of that struggle not only builds character, but kind of teaches you a certain level of responsibility.
Yeah.
Right? You know, I know that if I had just walked out on my job like a number of times I wanted to, I'd be screwed.
Yeah.
How do you pay for your car payment, your rent, like my dog? You know? It's a tough situation. Hold out, plan ahead, and don't quit your job till you got something lined up.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the last one I think is set a realistic budget. That's important.
Yeah. And you know what? This is probably one of the favorite tips, actually, because I would say 98, 99% of America has access to Microsoft Office, Microsoft Windows, right? Open up your Excel. There's a pre-populated template for a budget. And this is probably the best thing you can do to put your personal finances in perspective, because it'll break down and you can just simply punch in your total gross income, whether it's bi-weekly or monthly. You can document all of your expenses and you can see what you should allocate towards extracurriculars, non-essentials, right, versus what you need to pay for. And I think that just gives you a good perspective, and even I think at our income levels, it still can be kind of humbling at times. You know?
Yeah.
You can be like, oh crap, I've got $500 a month residual.
Yeah.
But you can spend that so quick.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not smart with it. You
One
know?
night in Tijuana. Gone. Gone. So, all right. We got the budget.
Got the budget.
Gross profit. Is that before or after taxes?
Before.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to teach me financials after this on the next video.
Yeah, it's before. It's before taxes.
All right. So anyway, bonus tip.
No, it's after. Gross revenue is before taxes. Gross profit is after. Right? 'Cause all of your expenses and everything's taken out. Okay. We got it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So, bonus tip, if you are lucky enough to live with your parents, try to turn them into investors into you. I know it sounds kind of weird, but maybe they'll cover your cell phone bill. Maybe they'll cover your rent, or maybe they'll just back you up for 6 months, even 3
Car
months.
insurance.
Yeah, just if they can take one bill off your plate, that's extra money you can have, and if you have a goal in mind that you're trying to achieve, that's the way to do it, to get a little extra cash to kind of help out. I mean, even if you're like 30, something like that, 35.
You know what the best thing to ask your parents for, really, if you're trying to cut back on some costs?
To come back alive.
I'm lucky enough to have a mother who does this. She sends me medicine. Do you know how expensive NyQuil is?
Yeah,
For a
it's
little
pretty
pack of
expensive.
NyQuil, I bought some.
It's like $18 or something. Yeah.
And it's like, it's got like 2 sleeping pills in there. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what is this?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Ask for medicine.
Yeah. Medicine's
The black market on over-the-counters.
Yeah. All right, and then last thing we have is canceling your subscriptions. I know we're past 5, but whatever. And it's the best ones we can think of to cancel for you. Pornhub Premium, OnlyFans. OnlyFans are not necessary. we don't need to see these girls. We don't need to fucking do this. We got Pornhub. It's free.
Don't, yeah.
Just use that. Jesus Christ.
OnlyFans?
How
Really?
How stupid are you?
Who's the
using
big one?
OnlyFans?
Selena Powell?
I don't know who is.
Charging like
ever.
$500 just to like.
I'm offended
get
by the
in?
word OnlyFans. I just hate it so much. Oh, and their egos.
Don't simp around on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
okay?
don't be a simp. Period. Stop.
Go meet real
Jesus
women
Christ.
in the real world.
Anyway,
You'll be better off for it.
yeah, it's pretty simple. Maybe I'll make a dating video next. Yeah, just do that.
You know, apparently dating YouTube channels
Yeah.
do extremely well.
We'll branch off. Modern dating.
Use your modern finance knowledge to be a modern dater
yeah.
and still only have a 2-beer limit.
Money now, booty later.
I like that.
yeah.
That could work. You know what? Let us know what you think down in the comments about that one too. Money now, booty later.
Yes.
Right.
All right. Thank you very much for watching.
Once again, I'm Sebastian Torres.
I'm Ryan Archuleta.
This is Modern Finance, Money Now and Money Forever. We'll
Yep.
see you soon. Take care.
Cool.
That worked out. I think that's fine. I think that sounds really good.
I think that was like 16 minutes. Yeah.
Fine.